Welcome back to the Wolfcast podcast, everybody. I'm the Tru Alpha here with my talented, amazing sister, May.
Hi!
My brother from another mother, Fang.
What's up?
And then returning guest, Rain.
Hi!
I get to say it in person this time because it all fucking rhymes, and I'm not pissed anyway.
Yeah, okay. We're
Today's
good.
topic is chilling with friends.
And for those of you who can't tell, we're all in the same fucking room.
Yay!
So the audio might sound a little echoey. We might sound a little bit different with different audio qualities and whatnot. But hey!
Hey. Yep, today is just chatting and chilling. We had the lovely Rain come in with us, so she is now part of the happy family here at Wolf Den Fang.
Yay!
So,
Wolf Den Fang.
Wolf Den
What the
Fang.
fuck does that mean?
Well, you know my Discord group is Wolf
Wolf
Den,
Den, yeah.
so might as well.
Yeah, you should change it.
Yeah.
I'm not rebranding. Fuck you.
I'm in the Wolfie Dragon house.
Yes,
Yes.
she's in the Wolfie Dragon house, so she is the
I'm
guard
home.
foxy. She sits at the front porch, yip, 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 yip.
All you have to do is give me head pats and you can get right past me.
No, I really enjoyed our last podcast. That was really fun. I know we're going to do...
I'm still pissed off.
I know we're going to do... and I know we don't do them very often, but we're going to do a ranting 2 for next Sunday. So, because
Part 2.
we still have so much more to say, and I know Fang and Alpha both had things they wanted to say, but both forgot.
Yeah,
so.
and this bitch cut me out. I had a nice rant at the end. And it's 1 hour and 30-minute long podcast, and now it's 1 hour and 13.
I'm sorry. Right now, I'm imagining there's some poor soul in the corner over here to our left, or like right behind May or something, who's holding up a boom arm, and that's the microphone. They're just lowering it down in between us every once in a while, moving it to where it needs to be.
This is kind of like the idea of like what Fang and I wanted like when we started. Like obviously we're in just like a room with all four of us all clustered together. We're pretty much on top of each other at this point. But this is what we want all together. Just not on top.
Yeah, no...
Well, they want to be on top of each other.
It would be one of the things. I always imagined us doing this podcast as like we would all be.
I could turn and look at you while
Yeah.
you're talking.
Well, the thing is, I always imagined this podcast as like we would be sitting there at a long table. We each have our respective microphones.
Yeah, like little clip mics or something.
And that would be the room. That would be the entire room. It'd just be a table with microphones, sound check. Well, we ain't ready for sound check. Here's what we sound at D12.
D12.
That's how I pictured it in our head, is that we weren't talking over headsets miles apart. We would have our own little building, our own little room, and eventually we might get there to where we have that long table, a building.
But we need you fucks to subscribe.
Subscribe.
Yep, subscribe,
Do the W
Patreon.
stuff, the Patreon stuff. We need the money so that we can do that kind of stuff.
I mean, we could technically...
Support the beans.
Yeah, support the beans. We could technically turn the Harry Potter closet into a recording studio.
Oh, that would be so fucking tiny.
We don't need that much space.
For all
I mean, if that
all of us to be in there.
It's
that
pretty
extra
roomy,
bedroom
though.
clears out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
if that
love
ever
how we
happens.
got quiet and that person's not even here.
I wasn't trying to be quiet.
Yeah, it was just.
if that extra bedroom clears
Yeah,
out.
you know, that
Extra bedroom. You just hear her come in. She's like, I heard you guys talking.
Heard you talking some shit.
The fuck?
I wasn't trying to be quiet.
There might be
just a
some
matter of my
day
voice.
where we record these podcasts and we're all in the same room. We all have standalone mics.
Yeah.
It's all hooked up to
If
something.
If
and-
that was the case, we'd probably have to switch it to Saturdays, though.
yeah.
So
yeah,
I could
yeah.
at least come up and not have to worry about rushing and all that
Right,
shit.
right,
Yeah.
yeah. It'd be one of the things too where we'd also have to get another laptop, and that laptop would have to be used for recording and streaming,
I'm getting my PC soon.
so we could use your laptop for that.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
we
keyboard's
the
a
la-
little
That or Kitten's down here by herself. And Mace shit's up there now.
and then we're streaming it to Kitten's Twitch and yoinking the stream off of Kitten.
You
can
just the
pat me,
gentlest
it's
of pats. You just
Notice how I was like-
it's like, can I?
I find it funny.
Permission to tap?
yes. you
Something
can
I
tap.
find funny. He has no problem calling her Kitten.
Yes.
It still makes me feel weird when anybody but you two calls me that.
Okay, I've gotten so used to. First off, she has fucking 9 names. I mean,
Kitten, Danny,
to each
Rain,
your own.
Lady,
Our
Ellie.
lady.
okay, when I met her, I knew lady. That was it. And
That's
then
what
it was
most
like
people call me
frowned
nowadays.
upon.
No, it
And it
wasn't.
was like, no, we gotta call her Rain. Don't call her by her real name. Well, I just learned her real name. All right. Well,
But
don't
do
call
you know
that.
her real name?
Probably not.
Would you like to?
No.
Okay.
She
well,
hates that name.
I
Let's
know
not.
she does.
Hits vape.
I'm not gonna do that.
You'll
His
get
eyes
busy
got
later.
real wide, like, oh no, you were just gonna let me do it.
I
weren't you?"
was prepared for the content.
For the content. Do it for the Vine. I ain't gonna do it.
Do
Do it for the Vine. I ain't gonna do it.
But,
Do it for the. Oh.
Hang on, can we talk about Vine? I miss Vine.
I
Vine
miss
was
Vine.
good.
Straight, yeah.
I'm gonna piss a lot of people off,
Best
even
6
these two
seconds
in
of
front
any
of me.
man's life.
Fuck TikTok.
Yeah.
I agree with fuck TikTok. I mean, it replaced Vine, but to be fair, Vine shut down. There's not much
Well,
to
no,
replace.
Vine got bought out by Twitter, I think.
No, Vine got bought out by
Facebook.
and
No.
then fucking what was that? Musically or whatever.
Musically was formerly it was TikTok. Yeah.
Yeah, but Musically got shut down. Good in a good manner. Musically was shut the fuck. I don't care if you were a fan of Musically. Musically was a fucking rat's nest of child predators. I'm glad Musically no longer exists.
I personally had a
Yeah,
Vine.
it was bought out by Twitter.
It was bought out by Twitter?
Yep.
Okay.
I personally had a Vine. I actually attempted to post on Vine. And then it, like, of course, when I signed up and started posting, they're like, yep, goodbye.
It's what happened to us on Mixer.
I never got into Vine.
Thanks, Ninja.
Yeah, thanks, Ninja.
I'm just
No.
kidding. No. Ninja, I want to play
No, fuck you, Ninja.
One game of Fortnite, please, Ninja.
No, so what happened with Alpha and I on
Shit
Mixer?
about satellite.
We
Bro,
decided...
we popped off.
Alpha and I decided when we started our streaming careers that we were going to go to Mixer because at the time, Microsoft and Xbox, you could stream to Mixer a lot easier than you could Twitch. I don't even think there was an outlet for Twitch at the time. I could be wrong. I don't think we looked into it that much, but there was an outlet for Mixer. Alpha and I started streaming
what
on
it
Mixer.
was is that it was so convenient because at the time we both streamed off of our Xboxes.
Yes,
We didn't have chat up, nothing. Like we did like
but Mixer did it all for us.
But yeah, because you could literally hit the live button on Mixer from your Xbox. And you can do that on Twitch too.
Now.
But Mixer was like, well, you could still do it back then.
Yeah, 'cause that's how I streamed GTA with you guys.
But
by the way.
Mixer was like there. Like they promoted it to stream off your Xbox.
Yep, it was
And then-
all there.
And then they shut down, and it was like, well, what do we do now? I
Right.
personally was going to go into YouTube gaming because I want a fucking plaque so bad.
I thought about doing that. I thought about.
But-
I still think about every now and then. I'm like, I could switch to YouTube, just start
But
streaming on YouTube.
Twitch was just the better and easier route.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And
especially
you can
with
get away with a
consoles.
lot more stuff on Twitch than you can YouTube.
Yeah, because YouTube likes to. From what I hear from the YouTubers I watch, the current general manager, supervisor, whatever you want to call her, on YouTube is very strict on every aspect of everything. And the second you go against her, she'll ban your account.
Then she needs to get to working on that because I saw some real creepy shit on
yeah.
YouTube that Lily was watching that
Bro,
was geared
there's
towards
softcore
children.
porn on YouTube.
You can literally
Lily
turn
was
up.
watching something with Tails from Sonic pulling his eyes out.
like
and
you know how
holding
like
them.
there's
Jesus.
porn like
Mhm.
they're doing it, and then like there's the Skinamax porn where they're
Mhm.
doing it. Quotation
but it's
marks.
in shadowed or it's
You don't
it's
see
their,
Twilight
their
sex.
hands right here so you can't see
YouTube
anything.
has dry humping porn. That's what it is.
Oh no! You can go
How did our
onto
sex
YouTube.
tape get on there?
You can.
First off,
You can go onto YouTube and you can type in sex education, and you'll find people straight up fucking. But because it is under the label of sex education,
Why
it's
fuck?
not being flagged because it is there for educational purposes, not
Yeah.
fat material.
bro, I really like looking over at you guys.
I mean,
It's
I
nice.
Well, no, look at National Geographic. It was the boys' first porno back
Oh,
in the day.
absolutely. I
With,
remember having that fucking
Ethiopian
I
titties.
remember- I remember having that book in front of me, and there's just an Ethiopian girl with her lip rings and her neck rings,
I'm
and then her
gonna be
titties out,
honest.
and you're like, yeah,
Honestly-
education.
I think the first.
Go ahead.
He's like, wait a minute, hold on, let me think about this.
Do I want to tattle on myself?
Go for it. You're an adult.
I think the first thing that like really got me
Going?
aroused and pulled it out and did it
Did the deed.
was oh god.
Stepsister. No.
What are you doing, stepbro?
I
What are
love
you doing,
Stuckage.
stepbro?
I loved you back then. Probably one of my first crushes outside of Britney Spears, but Hilary Duff and Lizzie McGuire.
I never found them too attractive when I was younger.
I was a Disney Channel kid though. Like
Yeah,
I
that's
fucking
fair.
loved Lizzie McGuire, and I was like,
I
today's
was
the
the one
day.
painting over Robin Hood, the animated one.
I was sitting there looking at Sarah from Digimon going,
I'm trying to think of who. Shit.
The only thing I think of when I hear Lizzie McGuire is that little 2D flat as
Yeah.
fuck bitch on the screen when they like partially animated her for like the intro or whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
Or whatever, she's having
Yeah.
a monologue in her
fucking
head.
love
Yeah. Like, that's all I think of when I hear Lizzie McGuire. I can't picture the
Have
live
you seen
Lizzie
Hilary
McGuire.
Duff today?
No.
Oh my god!
I know there was a picture of Britney Spears next to somebody, and like Britney Spears hasn't changed hardly at all, but the other person went through so much plastic surgery and they have like huge tits.
That's like a recent one.
I would say this bit.
Well, yeah, because you're not into blondes and...
I'm not into blondes.
I'm blonde, sir.
For context, chat, she
I'm
just
about to-
slapped his bill.
Just to tattle on myself a little bit. I just remembered, like, my first crush that really, like, got me going was Sasuke from Naruto.
Of course it was.
I have a type.
Yeah, you like the villains that would burn the world.
I love a man that hates me.
Yes. No, it still upsets me that that's where I fall, because, you know, every guy grows up and they have that superhero aspect, the I'm gonna save the world type deal. But then I think about it for a minute. When it comes to those important to me, the world can fucking burn. I feel like if Alpha and I ever got superpowers, he would turn into, you know, the Flash, Spider-Man.
No, here's what would happen. He would turn into the good guy. You would turn into the anti-hero.
Yes.
We've already established that you would be the Deadpool of superheroes.
Oh, absolutely.
And
He
Deadpool
would be
and
the good guy.
Spider-Man team up.
Deadpool wants to fuck
has a,
Spider-Man.
yeah,
has
Deadpool
a
wants
big
to
crush
bang,
on
yeah.
Spider-Man.
Yeah,
to the
Deadpool
point,
wants to fuck the ever-living hell out of
There's
Spider-Man.
so
Seems
much.
about right.
to the point where he put a hit on Peter Parker because Peter Parker knew Spider-Man too well.
Yep,
He didn't hear me.
I did. I ignored you for a specific reason.
Because he wants to fuck me.
No, I don't. You're not my type of man. But no, I could
I'm
see it.
everybody's
I could
type.
see it though, where we get superpowers. He's off fighting crime. I'm off doing whatever the fuck I decide is a good thing to do that day.
Right.
He gets the disturbance call. I'm sitting there with a gun to somebody's head, ready to paint the fucking concrete. And he pulls up, you can't do that. Too late.
One
No,
or 4 or 5 moments.
No. Here's my image of that. In that moment, you've got a gun to his head. He comes up. It's like, can you hurry this up? I need your help with something. It's like, oh, right, boom, let's go.
So then, in that aspect, would he be Deadpool or would he be Hancock?
Hancock.
Will Smith.
Yeah, Hancock. I
Movie.
can see myself being Hancock before he gets reformed, because Hancock eventually turns into the good superhero, the good guy.
Fucking fly! I swear to God.
But that's what happens
Lands on
with
me, I'll
Hancock.
catch it.
Although there are times when, I'm sure you probably noticed it too, because you started playing The Amazing Spider-Man. You start fighting some of these motherfuckers, and you'll grab them and suplex them into concrete. And I'm sorry
But
if you're
non-lethally.
no, it's lethally.
Non-lethal suplex.
No, because you'll grab them and you'll throw them, and they're probably dead.
Suplex me, Daddy?
No. And like, I'm sorry, in the Amazing Spider-Man games, you can also grab a manhole cover, swing it around your body, whacking like 4 people
That's
across
gonna
the
break
face,
or kill someone.
and then you yeet it at somebody's head. I'm sorry, the normal person can't just take a manhole cover to the face and be okay.
Well, I mean, they can. It's just that's a different kind of porn.
I'm out of this podcast. My foot's asleep.
Sit down.
I think if I had to
I can't feel
pick
my foot.
superpowers, it would be a
Stop.
mixture
I wouldn't
between
feel it.
Flash and Spider-Man. I would want the Spidey senses and the strength, but I would want the Flash because, like, I would just wake up 5 minutes before my alarm and
Flex your
fucking
toes.
fly to work.
Flex your toes.
I mean, yeah, I've dreamed of like one day being able to shapeshift or being as fast as the Flash.
Beat me to it.
And just like, I would wake up for work at like 4:50 and be like, all right, I'm off to work. Poof, I'm at work.
No, knowing your ass, you'd be like 1 second past
my
it
God,
because you stopped for something.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know what would happen if he became the Flash, because then I would have to listen to that alarm all goddamn morning, right before
what
he
alarm?
leaves.
For context,
He's got the worst
I wonder
fucking
if I can pull it
alarm.
up. I'm going to try and
It's
pull
so
it up.
fucking stupid. It's so I hate this alarm so much.
So my alarm...
It's
the
too cheerful
reason-
for 3 in the
reason why-
goddamn morning.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, I wake up for work. My alarms are as such for when I have to go to work.
Oh boy.
At 3:55, the first one goes off. At 4:05,
Granted,
the other
he
one
said,
goes off.
Granted, he said the first First
The
one.
The first one. This is all in the AM, so it's real dark out. It's real nice and cozy out.
I'm already fucking passed
4
out.
in the morning.
So 3:55 a.m. First one goes off. 4:05. The second one goes off. 4:10. The third one goes off. 4:25. The fourth one goes off. The fifth one, which is the oh shit get up now alarm, goes off at 4:30. But the sound they all play
Once it loads.
is it's called jazz funk.
It has no fucking right.
I got a jazz.
It has the audacity.
Copyright.
All right, so I'm gonna.
I hate this alarm so much.
That is what goes off every single time my alarm goes off.
God, I fucking hate it.
Granted, it is better than my dad's old brown beat up.
Well, I miss old school alarm clocks.
That
where you could
alarm gives me PTSD when I hear it.
You know the picture? I'm sure I could describe it, maybe. Every parent had this alarm clock at one point in time. Small, about yay big, about yay thin. Brown.
Had the
Big.
analog.
Had the analog sticks, had the bright ass red numbers.
Or orange. Yeah.
Or orange, and just.
Yeah, that 70s cop show sound.
Yeah.
I have PTSD from that sound. If I hear that sound, I just sit there and dissociate for like an hour.
You just see her eyes.
It reminds me. What I imagine whenever I hear the term
I-
dissociate is that YouTuber you watch, the gay guy who teamed up with Thomas Sanders and did the YouTube versus Vine.
John Cozart.
John
Paint.
Cozart. Yeah. So there's one.
I love you, John Cozart. Please make more content.
So there's a song he did with a girl, and it's the YouTube comments or whatever.
Yes.
And one of the YouTube comments says you haven't posted in forever.
Yeah.
And he's like, I posted last week, and they just go, it's been 14 long years.
No, it's the 87 years. It's the Titanic.
Oh, yeah.
It's been 87 long years.
I posted yesterday.
I love that one so much.
Which then
SpongeBob noise. 10 years later.
But because of that, my ADHD brain goes from the 87 years. I posted it last week. I completely forgot my thought. Never mind.
Honey. John
Dissociate?
Cozart. Dissociate, sound of the alarm clock.
And then it was the 87 long years.
Oh,
We did it!
Quit telling people I'm dead. Sometimes I can still hear his voice.
Christians to the pagans. Quit telling people I'm dead.
No, it's not Christians to the pagans.
Pagans to
It's
the
history.
Christians.
No, it's history teachers. Ah, the pagans.
The pagans to history.
Yeah, it was the ancient civilization of pagans. Quit telling people I'm dead. Sometimes I can still hear their voice.
Oh my God.
I have no idea what's going on.
That's run for the course, ain't it?
Yeah,
You're
no.
okay.
I remember I have vivid memories of hearing my dad's alarm clock because I had my own alarm clock too that made the same but mine was just a smaller gray box one. You know, the kids version.
Mm-hmm.
So I had vivid memories of hearing that and then hearing my dad's alarm go off. Well, there was times when I would forget what day it was. My alarm would go off. I'd get ready for school, dressed, everything. It's like 6-something o'clock in the morning. I run into my dad's bedroom. Dad, you're going to be late to work. He sits up and goes, May, I swear to God, it's Saturday. I'm like, sorry, Dad, I'm going to go make some coffee now.
I'm sure he
Oh
didn't
my
call
God,
you
don't
that.
talk to me about
What?
forgetting
I'm
what
sure he
day
didn't
it
call
is.
you
No,
that.
he didn't comment. He would comment
So
on my
that
full name.
pisses you off? There have been days, and I'm sure it's going to happen because I'm on a 4-day weekend right now.
Yeah.
So it's going to come across on Monday, Tuesday, some day that I forget to turn my phone off. Because when I don't work, I turn my phone off at night. So I don't... The way my brain works, instead of turning my alarms off, I turn my entire phone off.
Because you won't remember to turn the alarm back on later.
Because I won't remember to turn the alarm back on.
Not like, I won't remind him every time we go to bed on Sunday, hey, honey, make sure your alarm's turned on.
Your phone, I'm assuming, doesn't do what mine is. If I turn off an alarm, it'll give me the option to turn it back on for the next week, not
No.
the upcoming
No,
week.
so there's snooze and there's silent and all that stuff, and in that case, it stays on continuously. But in order for me, with my phone to be on, to make sure my alarms don't go off, I have to click a little box, and that box toggles it over.
Yeah, on my phone, if I click that box to turn it off for, like, say if I had an alarm tomorrow, but I don't want it to go off tomorrow, I can turn it off and it'll say, have this alarm come back on the following week.
Mine don't do that.
Mine's
some
also a
phones-
brand new phone, fancy. I bought it like a month ago.
I feel so betrayed.
Why?
Hot take.
Uh-huh.
people only liked summer because it was our only time off for like 12 years. And it's ingrained in our minds to like it. The actual season is atrocious. All through school, we look forward to summer.
Yeah, that's
because it was
3-4
2
months
months off of
yeah.
school. Now we're like, oh, summer's here. But we're adults. We're like, fuck.
I prefer the fall.
I never liked
fall.
summer for the season. I did like being able to just like sleep in the morning and not have to go to school. I always liked winter. But we got off track for a second. I wanted to talk about, don't talk to me about waking up on a day that I'm not supposed to wake up.
I have a story for this too.
My very last year in high school, my mom woke me up and was like, get ready for school. It's your very first day. Blah, 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 blah. I got ready. Everything was fine. I walked outside. I sat down. I was sitting out there for 20 minutes. Like, it's taking the bus a long time to get here. My mom pokes her head out. Get back inside. Go to bed. You don't have school today. And I'm like, bitch!
Why do you tell me now?
There was one day I panicked because I didn't turn, like I was saying earlier, I don't turn my alarms off. I turn my phone off. I forgot to turn my phone off on this day. I'm sure it's going to happen at some point in time this week.
If your phone rings on a day that you are off of work, I am throwing it into the closet.
You drop it into my face half the time anyway.
I will throw it in the closet if that phone goes off on Monday.
No. Anyway, so what I was getting at is there was one day I woke up in a panic. I was straight up panicking. It was 4:35, 4:40 a.m. At this point, I am past the point of no return. I am late to work. I need to get up and go. I'm speeding to work. I'm going 70, 80 miles an hour on a fucking 50-mile-an-hour road. I wake up. I get dressed. I'm ready to go. I start making my way down the stairs. I reach the front door, look at my phone. It's Sunday. I go, son of a bitch, and I stomp my way back up the stairs, strip the butt-ass naked, and fucking get back into bed.
See, here's the thing that pisses me off, though. Okay, so Fang is one of those people, like, and my dad's the same way, and it pisses me off. He can literally go upstairs, lay down, close his eyes, and be out.
He's a robot.
Just gone,
I got
out.
a robot arm, apparently.
He's a robot.
Me.
Don't look at me like that.
I will lay there for hours trying to go to sleep. Like, I'll be on my phone for a little bit, trying to make myself tired.
Feel it.
And then, I suddenly start to feel tired. Like, my eyes are dropping. I'm dropping my phone because I'm falling asleep. Put my phone down. Lay my head down.
We're here for you, May.
Why?
We understand.
Awake.
No, because depression.
Yes.
Fang doesn't have that.
Oh, no, I do. Why do you think I drink?
No, he has depression. Depression
Okay.
that... on the back of my...
Rewind back to the alarm clock things. I would much rather have the thing. It was when the fucking actual radio went off and the music played.
Oh, yeah.
And it fucking made you jump out of bed. Like,
I remember one day... Sorry, go ahead.
And I had this ringtone on my phone for years. It was the Team Wolf theme song for the show. And it's Common Collective, wakes you up, you're fine. Well, I decided I should get a different ringtone.
It didn't work.
So I bought an MGK ringtone. And the first morning it went off, I fucking damn near shit a brick. It was so fucking loud. I woke up and I was like, ah!
So my first ever actual box alarm clock, I didn't like the alarm clock sound because it was that. So I set it to a radio station. The radio station was set to be 70s, 80s. There's a fly buzzing around my head.
I saw.
Yeah. So it was set to 70s, 80s music.
Do your job, Cass. Catch the fly.
It was set to 70s, 80s music. So I get up for school at 6 a.m., 7 a.m., whatever.
Total eclipse of the heart.
No!
Me
What?
up
Fucking, hang on,
before
stop!
you go.
No, stop! Before I forget the fucking name of the song.
It's too late.
No, it had to, it was really creepy. It was like somebody watching you.
I've always feel like
That one!
somebody's watching me.
That one goes off
I ain't
at
got no
fucking
privacy.
6 a.m. I always feel like somebody's watching me, and I'm like,
thank God for where I work. They played 80s music the
Yep.
whole fucking 12
so
years.
there was that instance, and then as I got older and I was out of school, I was living on my own, doing my own thing, I was like, I need a real loud, rowdy alarm to wake me up. So I go onto my phone, and I look through the options. I downloaded an app that gave me a bunch of ringtones for free. And
Well, ringtones were lit back in the day.
They really were.
Zedge.
Oh
She
my
already
God.
fucking knows.
I have it on my phone.
Zedge. So I go onto Zedge, and I look up Du Hast.
You don't know what Edge is?
I don't know what Zedge is.
Zedge gave you a bunch of ringtones,
Still
alarm
does on those ads
tones,
now.
wallpapers, bunch of
Bruh,
shit. Now
it
they
was-
have ads.
Well, you gotta remember, I didn't have a cell phone
I know.
until like 25.
I mean,
It
that's
was
right.
like
I was 19.
the goat of like
Yeah, it was
ringtones
everything.
Yeah,
and
I just had
wallpapers.
the
I got
track
one when I was
phone
14
phones.
because my sister gave me one, and my mom was like, "You motherfucker."
So, for those who don't know, How Du Hast by Ramstein
Du Hast.
starts out. It's a
Du
really
Hast
loud,
mich.
high-pitched fucking noise that just keeps going, and then some
Ew.
Russian motherfucker, whatever he is, just
German.
right up against the fucking mic and going, Du Hast. And he's just screaming that in your ear.
You sounded like when
No,
you started
I've got
that
one
story
for you.
about
So,
that John Mulaney skit where he goes in and
God.
plays the "What's New Pussycat."
Oh, yeah. What's new, pussycat?
whoa. That's my wife.
That's my wife.
No. So speaking of the alarms like that, my one of my best friends back in the day, she liked the Bobby Darin movie. What was it? Somewhere beyond the sea,
God.
somewhere.
Yeah, the song,
waiting for
it played
me.
it played in Nemo.
It also played in BioShock as well. But
Yes.
she would wake up to that alarm and be like,
Take it
why
off.
is somebody yelling at me? And why is there a band?
Get up on that. I'm gonna start dying
it
because I
just
don't know how to.
took it just woke her up so violently. She's like, who's screaming at me and why do they have a band?
So, for context, while Mae was talking, I was trying to get Kitten to take a hit of my mod. And I was like, no, it's really easy. Like, my point without saying
Yeah.
was, okay, yeah, I take big hits of my mod. And when I do, I blow up
No,
big
'cause
clouds.
I have to edit them out of every fucking video because all you hear is.
So, there's that. And I was like, no, it'll be real simple. Just take a real small hit. And I realized a real small hit, which is,
It's still a lot of smoke.
it's still a lot of fucking smoke.
Yeah, I would die. I would die.
I love people who are used to hitting like vape pens or e-cigarettes who walk up to me. They're like, "Hey man, let me hit your mod." I'm like, "Do you want me to turn it down for you a little bit?" They're like, "No, I can handle it." I was like, "No, I can handle it." And I watch them. I'll wipe off the end, and I'll hand it to them, and they'll sit there and they'll fucking full send it on.
Mm-hmm.
They'll fucking full send, full hit it like they're hitting an e-cigarette or a vape pen, and I'm just sitting there going, good on ya. And you'll see them. They'll hit the vape. Their eyes will go
They
wide.
realize their mistake immediately.
Their eyes will go wide. They'll go,
They've made a mistake.
and they'll start gagging and
Yeah, that'll be me.
choking.
Fucked up.
And I'm like, yeah, you don't just think because you hit a vape pen or an e-cigarette that you can handle what I smoke.
It was at this time they realized.
They fucked up.
Alpha, you take a vape pen.
No, that's what I was getting ready to get to.
No.
That I would literally,
No.
because it's out of habit. Like my
Suck your dick.
vape pen,
No.
I'm like until I can't
Yes.
anymore. So out of habit, I'm like, that's what I can handle. So that's what if I grabbed yours, that sounded wrong.
Go ahead, grab
I
mine,
would,
put it in your mouth.
Hit it and then fucking be like,
Suck it hard.
and die.
Yeah, it's you have to
Also
understand.
sounded wrong.
if you're going to take a hit off of somebody's mod, understand that it's probably not going to be as hard to breathe in because vape pens and e-cigarettes, they require you to breathe in quite a bit. But there's probably also going to be a lot more smoke, a lot more nicotine, all that fun stuff. Castiel, we love you, buddy.
Move your butt.
Move.
He's kind of
Wedged.
wedged in between all four of us here.
Get over there.
Back
Dear
up.
Penthouse Forum,
Back up.
my husband, my brother, my wife, and my dog.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, whoa.
Now we're perpetuating the furry stereotypes where there's a dog involved.
He was holding the camera.
There's 2 dogs involved.
No, Happy's over there.
Yeah, the rat is over there.
I'm not a dog,
I was
bitch!
waiting for him to look up to see the pointing.
He's a wolf too. He's a closet furry, but he's still a furry.
I'm depressed.
Oh,
No, do you need
Welcome
another hug?
welcome to the furry fandom.
Do you need
we're all
another
depressed,
hug?
horny, and No one understands me. It's not a phase, Mom.
Puts
got
on
your
fursuit
picture.
helmet. It's not a phase.
Puts on fursuit that has like the hair over the eye and
Yeah.
walks in, shuts the door. Ding, 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 ding.
I hate getting G noted at this point. It makes me furious.
Every time I hear a G note, I'm like, are we going to the Black Parade? What's going on?
We're on the same page. I was thinking
Yeah.
Black Parade.
Look, all I'm saying is whenever somebody says stop, I don't know if it's in the name of the lab for hammer time or just
Collaborate and
collaborate and
listen.
listen.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
That is the second time Vanilla Ice has gotten brought up today, and I'm rather upset about it. Because earlier I made a comment like, hey, buddy, I'm sorry. No, come here. It's not on your glasses. Just come
It's attached, honey.
here. Is that it?
Yes.
Just making sure.
Just that delayed scream. You pull the hair out.
No, so earlier while I was streaming with my buddies Grizz the Wolf, who is an adorable bean,
I love
and
Grizzy. Grizzy's
the
adorable.
Doctor, who is a liger from Australia. He's about he's the 0.5
That
that one. Yes, he is the 0.5% of viewers that I get from Australia.
And we love our Australians. Especially me when I'm playing Left 4 Dead because all the special effects go for the Aussies.
Yes.
Thank you, Human Shield. I love you.
But
he's like, fuck you.
so
Mike.
I was sitting there, and somebody had made a comment, and I just went there. I'm too hot to handle, too cold to hold. I call the Ghostbusters in a month, roll, which is a Vanilla Ice song. And then Grizz started going, and then it started a tangent on Vanilla Ice getting sued by Queen because of all that bullshit.
But it's a one-note difference.
It's a one. Angie Grizz.
Thank you, Grizz.
But it went off of that, and then I made the comment. I was like, my favorite Vanilla Ice song of all time is Go Ninja Go.
Yes, I love that. It was my favorite.
What irritated me was Grizz. So Grizz, who is a British streamer, he is a Wolfie like myself, and he is also 7 years younger than me, didn't know what the...
Younger than us?
Yes.
Oh, God.
He is currently turning 21 this month.
Oh, he's a baby.
He's baby.
He's baby. But,
He's Babu.
so...
Oh.
I told him, I was like, yeah, Go Ninja Go is the best Vanilla Ice song. He's like, what the hell is that? And I was like, it's from the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies. It was the second one, Secret of the Ooze. It was a glorious masterpiece. And that's my only Vanilla Ice song. So I understand the stop, collaborate, and listen. Because Ice is back with Brand New Vision.
Something gets a hold of me tightly. Sorry.
Vanilla Ice, don't sue us.
We love
we
you.
don't care about you anyway. You're irrelevant anymore.
Oh, you leave him alone.
But look, you're a wannabe Slim Shady. But... look, Vanilla Ice don't like me. He went and dyed his hair just like me. Eminem said it better than I did.
Oh,
I
God.
think Vanilla Ice was around before Eminem.
He was,
Yes, he was.
but
He was 80s.
Vanilla Ice still has the, hi, Captain, how you doing?
Boop the entire group.
Boop the entire group.
Hang on.
Okay.
Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, but you booped yourself in the eye.
My right toe's hurting, my left toe's hurting because somebody dropped their mod on it. About to poke
Oops.
myself in the eye.
Take a hit.
Ooh.
The scary part when you hear it go.
I would be
Bitch.
concerned.
Talk about power of pussy.
For context, I just stuck my vape mod between her legs. Anyway.
You call that a hit, Sonny?
No, it would be really concerning if you took a hit like that and it came out your mouth anyway. That's where it would get really fucking
What's the
concerning.
impressive is that you're wearing pants.
Yeah.
You're wearing a
You
skirt.
got-
You got pants on.
You're just. And then
Would it still be considered a queef?
No.
No.
that would be a quaff.
A quaff.
Quaff.
What
Trademark
is this? How long are we in on this motherfucker?
Probably not as long as you think.
36.
We're only on 36 minutes!
I'm hungry.
Help me! I'm trapped between Pumas and my brother.
I wanna.
That's a little weird.
Dear Penthouse Forum, I was with my wife, my mistress, and my brother.
My sister and my brother. And there was a dog there.
And there was a dog.
Don't ask me why the dog was there, but he was there.
I didn't sign up for this bullshit.
Sorry for this bullshit. Bullshit.
Bullshit. So what do we talk about now?
Anything we want. It's a chatting.
I'm just chatting today. I mean,
It's a good thing we don't have any kind of, particular topic
Yeah.
because we have derailed everything.
No, I want to talk. I really love the thumbnail I did for this one because it's so freaking pretty.
It is privy.
I wanted to do, I just like that really idea of like, you know, just out in the, because we're all out there anyway mentally, and I really thought that the space theme was pretty.
It's pretties.
It's pretties. And, you know, Rain had made comment of how she's been on our podcast so much that she now has her own little head.
Yeah. I mean, at this
so happy.
at this point, Rain lives with us.
Right.
Even if we do the podcast, she's probably going to put her 2 cents in anyway.
You know what's funny? I just realized our
told me not
heads taper.
Huh?
I just noticed that our heads taper.
Oh, yeah, it's Verizon raising the bar.
Anyway.
I'm
Giving us cancer
elitist.
with the 5Gs. That's so stupid. People are
I
stupid.
love that because a lot of people are like, 5Gs can kill you. I was like, yeah, the average person can't handle 5Gs of force.
No, because we got fact checked on that one.
No, so a military grade person can handle upwards of 12 to 15 Gs because they are trained to do so with their military jets. But you and I
flinched for a second.
I'm sorry.
You raised your
I'm
hand. I'm like,
sorry. I'm sorry.
You and I, Alpha and I, we get put into anything more than 8, and we're getting sick, if not blacking out.
Right.
So a military grade person can handle upwards of 10 to 15, maybe even more, of 18 to 20.
I don't know. I feel like I'm
God,
pretty
is that
fucking
you?
immune at this point.
Buddy, you ever been on the Gravitron?
I love the Gravitron. It's my favorite, but it always gives me a headache after.
So you know that feeling you get when you're on the Gravitron, that head rush feeling?
Yeah, everybody would flip upside down on him.
Well, we didn't flip upside down. It just had us up, and it would tilt us. But I'd always have a headache getting off of that.
Everybody down in Louisiana would flip upside down on it while it's going.
No, I'm just
They
saying,
get
like,
pinned
I
to the
feel
wall
like
upside down, and then they
everybody
have to
around me
flip
has had
backwards real
COVID.
fast before they-
I haven't.
To your knowledge. A
A
lot of people.
I did it once.
So from my
But I've been
experience,
tested.
it doesn't. So a lot of people, from what I understand,
lay on there and then sorry.
a lot of people, from what I understand, like take my buddy Daniel from work. He had symptoms of a severe respiratory infection at the very beginning of COVID. He is 90% sure he had it. It wasn't just a severe respiratory infection; it was COVID. I've had COVID. Anybody who says COVID isn't that big of a deal, I'll tell you right fucking now, firsthand, the shit fucking sucks.
I mean, it depends on who has it and how it hits them, obviously. But if you have it as bad as somebody like you did, that's...
No, so I'm a smoker. I'm used to my lungs
I'm
not
a
being...
smoker. I'm a toker. I'm a midnight dude.
Sorry.
So, I smoke. I'm not a healthy individual by any means. I like to think my immune system is strong because of the vitamins that my grandma gave me when I was growing up.
I'm a Flintstones kid.
I'm not talking about Flintstones gummies. I'm talking about the bland, about yay big
Oh, the horse
around,
pills.
No.
fucking horse pill,
pill.
chalky vitamins that you ate with your breakfast.
I have jelly bean vitamins actually for adults.
That's great.
They're
They
delicious.
didn't exist when I was a kid.
You know what would have been actually kind of fucking fun to do?
What's that?
Since you're talking about we're talking about vitamins, gummies, etc. We should have all took the gummies before the podcast.
We should have all taken an edible before the podcast.
And we would have
Next week.
fucking been on and on and on.
Next week. We'll go on our ranting
Don't let
podcast
me
and
get
we'll all be high off
crossfaded
ass.
on the podcast.
It's not going to be the crossfading that gets you. So those edibles by themselves are good.
Oh, no. Just don't let me get crossfaded.
No, you turn into a whore.
I turn into a whore.
Oh,
So what we can do is you guys can take one each and we can just split one just to be safe.
That would be probably
I've
what
got
it
a
is.
350 hidden away.
Do you have a 350 hidden away? Okay, because right now what we have is 500. So those 500 ones hit good.
Alpha ain't coming back.
No, you already freaked out on our couch once.
I'll never forget that night. We were all sitting there. Yes, we smoked weed.
Hang on, before this. So yeah, we smoked weed and like we were just chilling. I was panicking. I didn't show it as much, but I kept running to the
He
bathroom.
had a bad trip. He had a bad run.
This is the
Granted, our
probably the
neighbor
worst
stuff was good.
the worst stuff I've ever smoked.
No, it was
And-
good stuff. It was
It's
just
good
bad for
stuff.
you.
No, I mean like the trip.
Yeah.
I thought like my heart was gonna beat out of my chest, all that, etc. I was laying down on the couch trying to just go to sleep. Their dog kept fucking with me, was pissing me the fuck off, but I didn't show it. And
We put in Monty Python on the Holy Grail.
Yeah, so May and I were sitting there at a table. I think we were just fucking around with cards.
Mm-hmm.
We were bored. We put on Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
that's the only reason why I left the table is because I was trying to
Yeah,
go
you
to
were trying
sleep
to
and just
pass the
fucking
fuck
be
out.
done with it.
Didn't
But-
want to be there anymore.
But so we were sitting there, May and I, and we're like, you know what? We're high. We're gonna watch some Monty Python and the Holy Grail. So we're sitting there, we're watching it. Alpha is quiet.
Dead
We don't
silent.
hear a fucking word out of him for a solid 45 minutes. And it gets to the part in the movie, if you've never seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail, what are you doing with your life? First off. But second off, it gets to the point where...
Thanks for saying me.
But it gets to the point where they're at the bridge, and the guy isn't letting them pass.
Some call me Tim.
It's not Tim the Sorcerer, is it?
Yes, Tim the Sorcerer.
It is Tim the Sorcerer, yes. So he's sitting there, he's like, what is your quest? What is your favorite color? What is the yada yada yada?
Airspeed, the velocity of a...
Yeah,
so... It changes every...
Yeah, so it changes every single time. And it gets to the last guy. Again, Alpha has been quiet for 45 minutes at this point. And the guy goes, what is your name? Okay.
So I think it's like Sir Lancelot the Brave.
Yes.
Was not intrigued in this movie at all until this point.
Yeah,
I finished the rest.
So it goes, what is your name? Sir Lancelot of bloody bloody bloody. What is your quest? To find the Holy Grail. What is the airspeed velocity of a swallow? Well, that depends. An African or European swallow? I don't know that. And we just hear the loudest fucking giggle from Mr. Comatose behind us.
We just hear the...
The trip finally ended, and the laughters began. I think the only other time that I panicked, not really panicked, but I was walking home from a buddy's house. We had just smoked, and I looked back, and mind you, my buddy's house. So no, my house right here. You go off to the other side of the road.
Great visual for the audio listeners here.
And there's like, Fang is so intrigued. He's like watching my hand movements. You know, Stretch's house.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
In a nutshell, it's about 6 or 7 houses down. So I'm walking home, and I hear what sounds like shuffling behind me.
Scary.
So I turn around, and I swear, even to this day, the Dormentors from Harry Potter were swarming around, heading towards me. I booked it like a motherfucking champ. What really ended that night, though, is I got home. I started making food. It's like, I want ham and cheese. All right. Threw it in the microwave. Forgot to take the wrapper off the cheese.
My favorite part of ever being high was me and Alpha. This is back when I lived with Alpha.
Bro, we were potheads.
We were fucking gone, mate. So he and I, we smoked. I don't remember where we got the shit.
We didn't smoke first.
We didn't smoke
We
first.
actually were really responsible and prepared for it.
Yes. Well, prepared.
We were watching Harold and Kumar.
Harold and Kumar go to White Castle.
Went and got the White Castles. Got high. Smashed the crave case fries and shakes.
Oh, yeah. I just remember
I've
the
never had
best.
a bad trip.
The best part of that entire night was I looked over and I just for some reason remembered this vine.
Oh God.
I don't know why this vine popped into my head, but it's where the guy's like, "Fuck your chicken strips!
Fuck your chicken strips!
You almost made me drop my croissant."
Stop! You almost made me drop my croissant.
The only other vine that I know for sure is, "Oh, they fucking. They're just talking. Oh, they fucking."
Bro.
No,
Oh,
two
they are
bros.
fucking.
No,
Oh, they
two bros
fucking.
chilling in a hot tub 5 feet apart because they're not gay.
I don't know why this just reminded me, and I don't know if you can get in trouble for saying this because it happened years ago.
You'll
Probably
never
not.
be shit, Goose.
You're
Probably
just like
not.
your father.
But it was me and a couple buddies, and we were smoking in my car.
How many years ago?
10,
You're
12.
good.
You're fine.
You're good. 4 to 5 is the time for getting caught in a crime.
Oh.
Don't
Yeah,
ask,
if you had
don't
said
ask
like
me
3,
why I know that.
we would have been like, "Stop."
We're stopping you there.
Okay, so we were in my car because we couldn't do it at their house or my house, and
I remember this story.
oh my
Good
God,
time.
dude, I've never been more scared in my life. Like, I've had pregnancy scares at young ages, you know, this, that, and the other. We're all sitting there. A cop pulls up, stops right next to my car.
Is this Black Betty? No, Black Betty was the bike.
Black Betty.
Black Betty was the bike because I had a cruiser bike.
Bam,
White Betty was the truck.
That's right.
And then White Betty Jr. was the Explorer.
That's right.
So we were in the Explorer, and this cop pulls up. Like literally, my car's right here, parked on the road. Cop pulls up, stops. Not at the stop sign, because the stop sign was probably about 10 feet down. Stops right there. And I'm looking at him like, dude, we're fucked. We're fucked. My friend, luckily we didn't have anything on us. We were done. Literally was like, dude,
Jesus, take
I'll be
the
back.
front wheel.
stay calm and collective. And literally a canine unit pulls up next to this car. I was like, we're fucked,
Oh,
dude.
no.
We're done. We are done. We are going to jail
We're going
tonight.
to- there's a dog right there. He's going to smell it. We're fucked.
We're fucked. And he's like, I was like, dude, do I start the car and, you know, pretend like we're going to the gas station, or do we just like sit here? So we like lean back. We're sitting there chilling, and 10 minutes go by,
Oh, it's a big stretch.
and we're like just like the most, like, the car was, I was scared. Like, I wanted to cry. That was how bad it was. And then fucking out of nowhere, these 2 cop cars leave, go their separate ways. 10 seconds after these cars left, we booked it home.
Ow.
Just sitting there fripping out. Like, I'm freaking out.
They had to have been there to either A, they knew we were in there doing this and got complaints or something, and they were doing it as a scare tactic, or like they just did not know.
So I'm pretty sure I've told you and Fang about the time that I got like so high that my bones were vibrating and I thought that we moved the house to Florida. First time I'd ever had edibles. It was brownies. I was not warned.
I've heard about brownies. No.
I was not warned that I should not eat the entire brownie in one go. Especially over the fact that the brownie that I had was twice as big as the brownies anybody else had. And they split theirs in half. They didn't tell me quarter yours. Otherwise you're gonna be fucked up. So I eat the entirety of my brownie because I am a fiend when it comes to brownies. And 10-15 minutes later, I am laying down on my then boyfriend's lap, staring at the ceiling because my bones were vibrating into the 4th dimension, and I was in so much pain. And I felt sick. I wanted to go home. I couldn't move, and I just looked at him. It's like, I think my bones are trying to escape my body. But then somebody walks into the trailer that we were all hanging out in, and it's a friend of my then boyfriend's who had moved to Florida. And in my brain, the logical reasoning for that would be he came back from Florida and walked in. No. The only logical reasoning that he walked in is that somehow, within the last half hour, we picked up the trailer and moved the trailer from Louisiana to Florida. That was the only way that he could be there.
I had an ex that did brownies once and didn't tell me, which I wouldn't have cared, but she did it. And she came home and she was just acting really weird, and I didn't think anything of it. She really doesn't ever do that stuff. And she just looked at me. She's like, "I'm gonna go to bed now." And I was like, "What the fuck is going on? Did I do something wrong? Like, what the fuck?" And the next day, she's like, "Yeah, so remember that friend I was hanging out with?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "We took brownies last night. That's why I was acting all weird." And I was like, "You could have just told me. I wouldn't have been mad." But then, like, actually, about a year ago, I had someone made brownies, and they offered me one, and I was like, yeah, no thanks.
They're fine, apparently, as long as you don't eat a brownie this big in one go.
My first time ever getting high off of anything I had smoked, and I swear it was laced with something, because I smoked it with them. We were hitting a bowl, old glass fucking bowl, and we chilling, having a good time. And I was leaning up on. They had a bed that had the podiums,
the posters,
that
4-poster bed.
The 4-poster bed came up over the awning and whatnot. And I was leaning up on that poster there, just minding my own fucking business, having a good old laugh. And then all of a sudden, it feels like my lower half, from my waist down, was moving off to the right.
It's like, I'm here, but the rest of my body went that way.
Yeah, and I was sitting there like, guys, I'm not having a good time. And they're like, oh, no, you're fine. Yeah, I'm playing off. Blah. Like, no, you don't understand. My legs are over there.
My legs are over that way.
I don't know what's going on. No, you're fine. Just move. I don't wanna.
I'm gonna fall.
Remember that,
if I look down and see my lower body's not there, I'm gonna fall down like in one of the cartoons.
I don't know if this shit hit you guys. There's a fucking dragon in the goddamn kitchen. There's May just going, hi.
Remember that brief time where, like, we were doing it every day for, like, 2 weeks?
Context. We weren't having sex. Are you talking about when we worked in the same place and the guy kept bringing it over?
No, I'm talking about, like, at the house.
Yeah.
We literally looked like a typical stoner movie.
Ooh.
Like,
okay.
What?
Huh?
Nothing.
We're talking about you, not to you. Keep going.
This is an AB conversation. See your way out before D jumps in and adds you like a G.
Suck a dick.
I do. Quite well, in fact.
Anyway.
Now put it away.
Anyway, so, like, we were like a typical stoner movie. Like, we sat on, like, my little love sofa or whatever, the futon thing.
The futon, yeah.
And we would just be watching TV, baked out of our minds. And, like, every once in a while we look over and be like, you good?
Yeah, we'd check up on each other. You good, buddy?
Want some more food? That's honestly where I gained all my weight. Like, I was a solid, like, 250, started getting high, and I just thought I could eat everything in the world.
No, I gotta say, speaking of weight, though, like, seeing you more in person after all your weight loss and you're working out, you look good, bro. Like,
I'm sexy.
you look really good. Like,
I got my
Keep
teeth.
that confidence.
If I had
You
the,
big sexy.
if I had, I'm a solid 6, 7 on a good day. If I got my teeth fixed, I'd be like an 8.5.
That's fair.
I'd be slinging.
I'm not gonna say what I think I am on a scale because I think both of them and you are probably gonna all get mad at me.
well, no, I got a really good compliment from Fang, and I wasn't expecting it, and I didn't catch it until after he had said it, because Fang has this rule
Oh yeah.
that nobody is a 10. Like,
Oh yeah, I think you probably got that from me.
No.
I've been saying this for years.
yeah, but he's like, nobody's a 10, maybe like a 9.5 and 9, but no one's a 10.
You can be a 9.5, 9.9, but there's no 10s in this world. You can have the sexiest body, come up to me and be like a fucking bitch.
Well, no, we were having a conversation. I was having a bad day, and, you know, he's sitting there talking, and I'm like, you know, down on myself. He's like, no, baby, you're a 10, blah, 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 blah. And it took me a second to realize my husband just called me a 10.
No, you also just realized your husband's a fucking liar because he said there's no
No.
10s in this world.
No, I did say.
You're like, wait a second, get back here.
No, because I did say prior, before we were married, before she had gotten to know me, I had told her nobody in this world is perfect. Nothing in this world is perfect. If it is perfect, it's fake.
Tickle me. What?
Okay.
Technically, a 10's still not perfect if you're going from the 100
Picture of an
scale.
angry
No,
alpha,
but-
because you're gonna need to add
I'll have to make one.
So, the reason why is, when we first started dating, I made it known, nobody in this world is perfect. Nothing in this world is perfect. Strive for perfection, but
It's only
pray
gonna
you
make
never
you
reach
depressed.
it. So, I made that clear. And then when she was being down on herself, I was like, no, honey, you're a 10 to me. What I was getting at is, despite all of her flaws, despite all of her imperfections, that is what makes her perfect. That is what makes her the woman I love, and that is what makes her the woman that I married.
I mean, to be fair, though, sorry to cut you off, and I'm not trying to
He
be...
loves me. He
I'm-
wants to date me.
He married you.
No, I want, like, meeting you, like, at first, I didn't think I was ever gonna... I thought I was just gonna meet you that one time, but, like, getting to know you over these years, I'm happy to say that I have a sister that, like, is fucking amazing. On top of...
I am. His name's Fang.
You are beautiful.
Shut the fuck up.
You're fucking a great mother, a great husband to my fucking...
Great
brother.
Great
husband?
husband.
I said to my brother.
To my
No,
brother.
you said
You
great
said a great
husband.
husband,
Great husband
to my brother.
Yeah.
No,
I
no.
said what I said.
Where
May's
are
a
you
man.
hiding it?
May's a man.
Yeah.
She does always say she has a penis.
I do. I always say.
Okay, fuck you guys. A great wife to my brother. I almost said husband.
There you go.
Fuck!
It's just how Fang and Alpha are married.
Wow, you
I'm just the
didn't
beard.
tell us? Oh, my.
Yeah, like,
The polycule just got so much bigger.
I'm done talking.
No,
Okay.
keep talking. Keep talking.
I'll still never forget the best thing I ever said to
Oh
May.
yeah, the
It-
insult compliment.
The insult comment, the backhanded compliment that was. I don't remember who I was talking to.
No, you were talking about how you're good at
Oh yeah.
manipulating people.
Okay, so the way I view the world is how this started off. Is the way I view the world is a constant game. It's constantly a game of chess. The only thing that changes is your opponent.
Oh, it is. God's up there fucking playing Sims.
He's like
24/7.
Yeah, whenever
Absolutely.
you walk into a room and forget what you're doing, he just canceled your action.
Yes. So the way I view the world is a constant game of chess.
You feel attacked now, don't you?
Why?
You're welcome.
It's a constant game of chess. The only thing that changes is your opponents. You
Mhm.
have your pawns, the people who don't really matter, who you can cut out almost instantly. And then you have your knights, your rooks, your
Bishops.
bishops, your bishops, your knights, your rooks.
Your bishop,
And then
knight,
you are the king. Even if you're female, you are the king of your board. If the king is gone, you lose. And then you have your queen. The queen is the easiest to manipulate, the easiest to move around the board. They
She's
go where you
everywhere.
need them to be.
They can move you anywhere.
They are also probably one of, if not the most important piece on your board.
And powerful, yeah.
And the most powerful. They can move diagonally, forward, backward, side
Any
to
way you
side,
need 'em.
any way you need them to go. And I still remember the look May gave me when I said that the queen is the easiest to manipulate, because I let the silence sit after that. Because when you think manipulation, you think bad. Manipulation sounds bad. So she had looked at me like really offended, really upset, and I was like, no, dear, you're the most important piece on my board. You are the queen. Because the king can only move one square at a time. The queen can go wherever the fuck she needs to go. Wherever the fuck I tell her to go, she's gonna go there. You're a knight. You move in an L formation.
We move in sevens.
You move in 7.
Fuck
So
chess.
yeah,
I'm 30 years old,
it was
I'll still
the.
never understand chess.
I love chess. It's so much
Chess
fun.
is so
So yeah,
I was
it was
forced
the
to learn
most
chess.
like backhanded like insult comment like put up because first I was just like motherfucker and then I'm like, oh,
That's really
But
smooth.
motherfucker.
that's really sweet, but motherfucker. No, Fang is smooth when he wants to be. Like I can catch him
know
on
how
his
to
shit.
talk.
Well, I can catch him on his shit half the time because I'm sitting there. I'm like, I know what you're trying to do. You're cute. I love you. I'll appease you right now, but I'll do what you want. But
think
later
you're
you're gonna
cute.
do
You're
what
not
I'm gonna
wrong,
do.
but you're right,
Yeah, you're cute, but
Ah.
She's boy crazy.
I know. So are you.
No, I'm girl crazy. Don't say I'm boy crazy.
Stare.
Oh, the fans will love that one. Fang likes boys. Woo!
I just imagine
I
boy
agree.
crazy just stare.
No, it doesn't matter. I could
I
go.
just thought he was gonna do it for the bit. But didn't.
No, so I could go full gay. He wouldn't be on my list.
That's fine. I thought you were just gonna do it for the bit.
No. There's no point in doing it for the bit when we don't have a cam. I
For
could stare
our
at him all day.
entertainment.
I could stare at him all day, be like, man, you got some gorgeous eyes.
And technically, we do have a camera. I gave May one. Remember?
You blinked your bitch. Oh, fuck you! Fuck you!
For those
No.
who are listening, Alpha leaned over to kiss Fang.
No. So it would be one of them things. If I ever, for some reason, went full gay, I'm sorry, you're not my type.
I'm everybody's time.
No, the fuck you ain't.
I mean, from the back, you can pretend he's somebody else. It's like Satan. Your ass is huge and red. Who might I think you are? Liza Minnelli?
No,
Alpha, your ass is big and white.
No, I have a type when it comes to men that
Yes,
I am
you
attracted
like
to.
them subby ooh woo.
Femboys. Yes.
So you are.
Don't judge
you-
me.
You,
Unless you're
are.
in a particular
You are your
mood.
own type.
Shut the fuck up. And yes, I am. Boop. Boop.
Ow! You
Take
hit my
that.
chin.
You
No.
should be used to things hitting your chin by now.
Don't leave me with them. Don't leave me with them. Get back here, you whore.
Welcome to the Thunderdome, bitch.
I don't know if she's got her stuff turned on
I'm,
because I've been
I
trying to
had get
boop it
up
all day.
Anyways, this fucking chair is hurting my ass.
You're not used to
Don't
things
leave
hurting
me
your
with
ass.
them.
Don't leave
Oh.
me with
Shut
them.
up.
Don't worry, you
Oh,
get
look,
used to it.
That was my
But
fucking
Die.
yeah.
Okay.
anyway,
Look, damn near
So,
scooped my ass.
it's been about an hour in this podcast. I know
Okay.
Alpha's hungry, and I know
Scoop.
Fang needs to make us dinner.
You just spit on my face. I
You spit.
appreciate the lube,
You
but
spit on my face like 3 times this.
I don't
podcast.
have teeth. What do you want from me? Slow jack and a ball rub?
That'd be nice.
Long in a blink, crepe in a pipe. Oh, then there's no pleasing you. But
I love gold.
I like gold.
I like trains.
Remember, at 100 subscribers, May's not doing my makeup. I decided to be a liar, and I'm quitting.
He is not. I'm going to be doing his makeup at 100 subscribers, Fang's makeup at 200 subscribers, and then the both of them are going to be doing me at 3. Wait. Doing my makeup. Going to be doing my
Sign
makeup.
up for our Pornhub subscription.
She already turned me down this week.
Oh.
I already said, you DTF this week?
No.
Down to
Okay,
49.
no. He had sent me a text saying, "Hey, sis, are you DTF?" My first thought is, bro, I love you, but I don't love you that way. He's like, no, down to Fortnite. I'm like, you motherfucker.
What were your thoughts?
I was so
I didn't see
mad.
it.
He didn't
Oh,
see
I
it.
never saw it.
I was really wanting him to see it more than you, because I knew you'd like. I just imagined him like waking up the next morning, like, what the fuck?
We don't go through each other's phones.
Yeah.
No, I sent it to his in the group chat.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, in the
I,
group chat.
I sent it in that chat specifically so you would see it
No.
more than her.
But he got my reaction of like, bro. But yes, at 300 subscribers, they'll be doing
Love you,
my
buddy.
makeup. So make sure you're hitting that subscribe button.
I
Make
don't
sure.
think we're allowed to have another podcast with all of us in the same room because we've all just been dicking around.
No, but that's the best part.
Chaos incarnate.
The best part
As
is
they've
like
been talking,
this,
we've been giggling of stuff.
this podcast right here wasn't like hesitations in between conversation changes. Like it like rolled in like you would see out of a normal podcast.
Yeah.
And that was the fucking good part about this.
Make sure to also visit our Patreon. You can participate in polls,
Probably
one-on-one
knows.
meetings, be in a podcast, get some behind-the-scenes content, art lessons, and there's so much more you can do.
He's pulling his cock out.
So, man, no donation is too small, and we appreciate anything that you give us.
Let me see that real quick.
Go ahead and go over to our spring. Use Wolfcast 20 to get 20% off your orders. I'm sorry, Alpha just smacked my husband with a ruler. But use Wolfcast 20 to get 20% off all your orders. You broke my ruler!
Didn't even hurt.
You almost hit me in the eye with it.
Seems about right. 12 inches.
I'll get you another one, dear.
My back scratcher when I can't reach.
Oh, it still scratches.
It still scratches. Don't worry about that.
It shanks
And
now.
if you ever wanted to know my size, 9 inches.
It's a bitch, is what it is.
I didn't break it!
You're both guilty by association.
There's a piece over there, by the way.
There's a piece over here that almost hit me in the eye.
Almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
But visit our spring. Use Wolfcast 20 get 20% off all your orders. Head over to our Dubby.
Good as new.
We're not
Shut up!
Let us do the outro.
I quit.
Johnny Lawrence. Quiet!
I'm going home.
You're home.
Visit our Dubby. Use Wolfcast 10 to get 10% off your order. It is a sugar-free energy powder that has no crash to it, and it is FDA regulated and approved.
To be fair, I thought the ruler would be a little bit more sturdy than that.
It's only made out of wood, for Christ's sake.
So is my cock. Fuck, it doesn't break.
It's called morning wood for
I'm
a
real
reason.
worried about anybody if yours is wooden. I'm gonna get splinters.
Go ahead and follow us on all of our social medias. You've got Fang and Alpha both on Twitter and Twitch, and you have me everywhere else. Make sure that you are hitting that subscribe button and hitting that notification bell so you know when we post on Mondays. We love you guys. We appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoyed this chilling with friends and
Reminds me of the sea.
all of us together.
Till next time.
We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!
Bye.
Goodbye.
Later.